218. Let's partner to make it a Ramadan to remember. Marhaban, marhaban, Ramadan Kareem. Marhaban, marhaban, Ramadan Kareem.
It's the holy month of Ramadan, the month of purity, the month of blessings, the month of love for humanity. Join us on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja on the program The Message, a time for us to listen and share Ramadan messages to our loved ones live on air. Hosts Aliu Ahmed Adoke, AAA, every Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. The Message. Be part of it.
Celebrating our cultural pride is our core essence. Let's bring people together through communication as we say we would. Join us on Melting Pot every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. as we meet elders from our different ethnic groups in Nigeria and bring you closer to your roots. Live on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Melting Pot. Don't miss it.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja. Time for news on the hour.
It's midday. Good afternoon. You're listening to Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Welcome to the news at noon. I'm Rayo Omotosho. Ahead of the May 29th handover, the Defense Headquarters has vowed to resist anything that will truncate democracy. Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukuru Guzo, stated this in Abuja. Justice Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, threatens to crack down on potential threat to national security and warned the indigenous people of Biafra, the Eastern Security Network, and other fringe groups not to test the will of the military. He said the peaceful conduct of the general elections, despite the insecurity engineered by outlawed groups, was a testament to the military's resolve to ensure security across the country.
Nigerian Army troops deployed for Operation 190 and forest sanity have projected forces and inter-strike offensives to clear bandits' enclaves. This operation have destroyed criminal hideouts, neutralized several bandits and subjected the remaining elements to situation where they are mostly either targeting civilians or they are on their own. We must therefore maintain the tempo and leave no stone unturned to sustain.
An end may have finally come to the age-long Cold War between the Nigerian Police Force and the Police Service Commission, as the Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Al-Khali Baba, Monday paid a historic courtesy visit to the new chairman of the commission, Dr. Solomon Arashe, in Abuja. The IGP, who was accompanied by the management team of the force, on arrival at the Commission's temporary headquarters, immediately went into a closed-door meeting with the chairman of the Commission and members.
Your responsibility, or the Commission's responsibility, in repositioning the Nigerian Police Force in terms of promotion, discipline, and appointment are key issues that are being carried out in this place here today. We want to assure you that you are welcome on board. We'll cooperate with you. We will also ensure that we make your job easy by trying to adhere is required of us.
The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has received another batch of 144 stranded Nigerians from Niamey, Niger Republic. NEMA coordinator for Kano Territorial Office, Dr. Nuruddin Abdullahi, disclosed this while receiving the returnees at the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport in Kano. Abdullahi, represented by NEMA Kano Head of Human Resources, Suleiman Saad Abubakar, said the returnees arrived at the airport at about 2:30 p.m. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, has approved 173 digital lending applications to operate in the country. Of the 173, 119 have full approvals and 54 have conditional approvals. After loan apps started harassing Nigerians, the FCCPC began a registration drive to protect citizens from the atrocities of these apps. It released a limited interim regulatory registration framework and guidelines for digital lending 2022 to regulate the digital lending space and make registration and approval a prerequisite for companies seeking to operate in the space. The Senate, through its Public Accounts Committee, has queried the State House and 557 ministries, departments and agencies over the failure to account for 969 billion naira intangible assets in the 2019 budget. This revelation is contained in the 2019 annual report of the Auditor General of the Federation, being considered by the Senate Public Accounts Committee. Members of the panel, chaired by the Vice Chairman of the committee, Senator Ibrahim Adeja, while considering the report, lamented the humongous amounts categorized as intangible assets in the 2019 budget as captured in the Auditor General of the Federation's report. There is a call for every player in the Nigerian media space to play according to the rules of the game. That was the central message at the launch of the Nigerian Media Complaints Commission. The commission, which has its membership from the traditional and new media, has membership from civil societies and the academia.
Excuse government has always given in the past is that the media is operating illegally and they're doing things contrary to the law. Our argument in the past has always been that there are more than enough laws to try erring journalists. So if you publish libel, there is a libel law already existing. So you can be taken to court for that.
All we have done in our life is that nobody in power will control the media. So what we are doing here today is benefits that we have inherited.
Gunshots were heard on Monday when members of the All Progressives Congress APC and the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State clashed in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, the state capital, over the inspection of electoral materials. Trouble started when the APC governorship candidates in the March 18 poll, Tonye Cole, and members of his party arrived at the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission in the state capital to inspect the materials used in the last elections in the state.
They began to assault me. They came out, a woman grabbed my shirt, then they began to pull me from the back, started throwing, first they were using water and all of that, then they began to throw food, and the next minute they started throwing stones. Next thing after that, we started hearing gunshots. It took my security people to forcefully evict me.
The situation caused pandemonium as the PDP members demanded a joint inspection of election results and the certified true copies of result sheets from the just concluded 2023 general elections. The PDP protesters had blocked both the water lines and GRA areas of Aba Road, the two major access points to the INEC head office. No car was able to drive through that stretch of Aba Road from the ground lanes, while those on the GRA flyover are trapped because there is no exit route.
Applied to INEC, to the court, for joint inspection of result sheets and electoral materials. So we have come physically to register our protest and our presence that INEC cannot allow any of the political parties to inspect materials without the order. We are saying, even us as PDP, don't allow us to inspect the electoral materials without the other political parties.
The governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the just concluded election in Kaduna State, Isa Ashiru, has rejected the declaration of Senator Uba Sani of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, as the winner. In the election results announced on Monday by the Independent National Electoral Commission, returning officer Professor Lawal Bilbis announced Sani as the governor-elect after polling 730,002 votes, as against Ashiru's 719,196 votes. However, speaking at a press conference, Ashiru described the results as a charade and a rape of democracy, saying he got a majority of the votes cast in the election.
Have the documents at hand. We have worked tirelessly in the last 2 weeks to make sure that we fish out all the gray areas. We have concluded that yesterday, and we are preparing to file our papers.
Meanwhile, the Labour Party dismissed the purported suspension of its national chairman, Julius Abure, by its ward executive in Eastern local government area of Edo State, saying the masterminds were being sponsored by opposition parties. The Labour Party said no reasonable party member will be thinking of suspension when they are pursuing their presidential mandate in the Election Petition Tribunal and all other mandates, including the governorship, Senate and House of Representatives, that were brazenly stolen. The national chairman blamed the purported suspension of Abure as the handiwork of opposition parties plotting to distract the party.
I foresee that they are being sent and sponsored by opposition political parties. And I don't want to mention the names of those parties here, who are afraid of the fortune, of the strength of the Labour Party. The Labour Party have become a very big movement and one family that it will be difficult for any person to infiltrate. And I want to use this as an opportunity to tell them that they should have thought of a more decent way of doing it.
And on the foreign scene, Donald Trump left Florida on Monday for New York, where he will surrender to criminal charges, taking the United States into uncharted and potentially volatile territory. The 76-year-old Republican, first American president ever to be criminally indicted, will be formally charged Tuesday over hush money paid to a porn star during the 2016 election campaign. Dozens of people, many waving pro-Trump banners and American flags, lined the route as Trump's motorcade raced from its Florida mansion to the airport, where he boarded his private Boeing 757 emblazoned with his name on the fuselage. In sports, British boxer Amir Khan has been banned for 2 years after an anti-doping test revealed the presence of a prohibited substance following his fight against Kell Brook in February 2022. The former lightweight world champion tested positive for ostarine. Khan, who retired from boxing in May, accepted he broke anti-doping rules, but said it was not intentional. And that's it on the news at noon, as compiled and edited by Lawrence Umoite. You can follow us on www.citizenfm.ng or any of our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Ryo Motosho. Thanks for listening. Good afternoon.
Abuja, let's talk about it on our favorite radio station. Talk to us on